I am so excited for this next story. The Snoopy Show premieres today on Apple Plus TV. It's new adventures with all the classic characters we love. Recently, I got a chance to sit down with Jean Schulz, who's the wife of Peanuts creator Charles Schulz, about the show and her late husband's beloved comic strip. Snoopy, Woodstock,
good grief,
Charlie Brown, and the whole Peanuts gang are all back in Apple TV Plus's new series, The Snoopy Show.
Can you believe this, dog?
With these new adventures, what kind of situations are you putting the gang in?
They will have shows that mark things like Valentine's Day, like Mother's Day. But I'm sure there'll be the same Snoopy having fights with the cats, going off and dreaming his way into the stratosphere, that those will all be parts of the shows they're doing because that's what people loved to see.
The beloved Beagle, created by cartoonist Charles Schulz in 1950, first only ran in 7 newspapers, but over the years becoming one of the most popular comic strips of all time, with Schulz drawing almost 18,000 in over 50 years.
Sparky always said, don't forget the drawing, don't forget the art, and the subtlety of Sparky's art that you can't forget when you try to translate it. And it's the same with all the characters.
Charlie Brown. I can't tell who has the rounder head.
And in fact, there is a language, if you will, to the Peanuts gang. How difficult was it in this day and age to keep that language the same as we've all remembered it and made it so universal?
The humor can be the same, the subtlety, the tricks, the jokes, the pantomime, everything can be the same because that's timeless. But you don't want to make them pander to cell phones and Zoom meetings and all of that. You want to keep them in their world that Sparky created.
Thanks for the inspiration, Snoopy.
Known to family and friends as Sparky, Schulz died in 2000. I got a chance to speak with him a year before when he retired.
Maybe you. Yeah, the cartoonists say that you were really good.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll teach you how to draw Charlie Brown's head.
I'm quitting the weather. I'm moving out here. How much of Charlie Brown was Sparky? Or did different characters represent different facets of Sparky's character?
Well, he would tell you that you cannot draw those for 50 years if you're not a little bit of all of them. Linus was his philosophical side, Charlie Brown, his can't ever quite do anything right, no matter how hard I try. Lucy, I mean, he admitted that Lucy was his nasty, crabby side.
I know Sally would call Linus my sweet baboo, which is, I guess, something you used to call Sparky.
And I have no idea where it came from, but Sparky had a little boy quality to him. I just remember using that, and then all of a sudden it's in the comic strip.
Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown!
From religion in the groundbreaking special Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Hi, Franklin.
To adding African-American character Franklin, the Peanuts gang is part of American culture. These characters are just as popular today, more so than when he first started the strip. Is there any way to quantify why they're still so much a part of our consciousness?
Sparky used to say that something can't be considered or wouldn't be considered art until it had stood the test of time. Things like Lucy pulling the football, like Linus's blanket, because they're used over and over again.
Snoopy?
Now, with the new show, the timeless comic strip continues. What do you think these characters' legacy is?
Well, I think they represent the best that all of us have in us.
How great is
great.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I think it is going to introduce these characters to a whole new generation.
I can't wait to show it to Calvin tonight. I didn't realize it was out already.
Yeah. So you can catch The Snoopy Show today on Apple TV+.
That's great.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.
Hey, Snoopy, we'll start with a simple command. Ready? Sit!
What should they expect to see when they watch the Snoopy Show?
I think what people will see is what takes them back to the classic animation. We chose to do it in the 2D flat animation, but it is upgraded in a way that I can't explain it to you, but it's fresher and nicer.
Can you talk a little bit about the music that we're going to be hearing?
The music in any visual thing carries the story along and is very important. And I think they've been very careful to make sure that they have created music that expresses the story.
And why do you think it's important to have a show like this available for audiences right now, given the times we're living in?
People know Snoopy, and they may not know the comic strip. So this is an introduction to the characters and the situations in the comic strip that have become classics. We hope that people will learn these characters that they may not have known before and will be drawn to the various print editions of a comic strip. Because that, to me, as a purist, is where it all started and where so much of the wisdom is contained.
And speaking of the comic strip, what do you think Charles would say about the Snoopy Show?
I think he would be pleased because it looks like the animation that he knew. It has kept the same pacing. It's kept keeping similar music, similar style of music. And no, I think he'd be very pleased. I think what's lovely is that parents and children can watch it together and enjoy it.
Whoa! Can you believe this dog?